What up, Tire Garage TV? Yo, welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you being here. I really do. I really do. My name is Pablo, and this is the Tire Garage TV. Thank you for watching. I own, work, and live here at the Tire Garage. It's a little tire shop that I started about 5 years ago. Damn, it was about to be 5 years already, too. Woo! About 5 years ago, and on this channel, I show you what I do, from turning wrenches to hitting trails, working on cars, to doing lift kits. And, well, that's what we're doing today. We're doing a little level kit. Not a level kit per se, leveling off a 2006 Hummer H3. Now, if you know me and you follow the Instagram, you know that I love Hummers. I'm a Hummer guy, and that's my thing. In fact, I own a H3, 2006 H3, very similar to this one, okay? And in fact, it sucks right now because my computer just went out, so I'm on, everything is on freaking back order right now. So I'm waiting for that computer to come in so I can go pick it up from the dealership, flash it, get it installed, and get that thing back out on the road. I got off-road events that are coming up, and I want to hit it with the Hummer. So hopefully I can get it on time for our next event and go hit a couple trails. So join us for those events. Go follow the Instagram. I'll put it up here. I'll put the shop Instagram up here too. Go follow those two accounts. I'm really active on social media, so you'll definitely see it up there. Hit me up on the DMs. I don't answer right away, but I'll get back to you, So I appreciate you for that. So, like I said, we're doing a little leveling on this one. So, plus, we got to do a little oil change on this baby too. So, all right. So, let's get it done. Come on. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. Yo, let's get to work. Let's do the front end lift, and let's measure out. How can I measure out? Because I can't measure out. Well, I'm going to wing it. So here's what I'm going to take it from the floor to the fender to see how much it is actually going to go up. Okay, so let's start with that first. Okay, here's where we're at. Okay, ballpark it at about, I would say about 37. Well, here, the camera's a little tricky. I'm going to say 37 and a half. Okay, camera's a little tricky, so I'm going to say 37 and a half. That's what I'm looking at. Let me look at the rear. The rear obviously should be taller. Yeah, see? The rear, I'm looking at 39 and a half. That's what I'm looking at. On the camera, it might show different because of how I'm holding it, but 39 and a half. So 37 and a half in the front, 37 and a half. 37 and a half in the front, 39 and a half in the rear. 2-inch difference between the front and back. So let's try to lift the front about 2 inches. Cool, level it off. So let's put it up in the sky and start getting to work. So let's get to work. Okay, so here's what we got. So it's not your standard coil spring suspension in the front end, okay? It's got what is called torsion bars. These things right here. They run into the suspension, and actually that's what actually with pressure, that's what actually lifts the truck. It's what holds this control arm actually holds it up. How do we lift? There's this key actually right here. The keys are actually right here. There's this bolt that is actually, we turned it. So it's got one on each side. And that's what's actually going to give the front end a little bit of a lift. So let's take those off so we can start doing the oil change while we turn the keys. I'll show you as we go. So here's what we're looking at, okay? Those bolts right here, what I did was mark them. Very important. Don't think that you're going to remember exactly how many turns you did, because it's not easy. Sometimes we all could be idiots. If the phone rings and you forget where you were, guess what? You're going to screw it up. Tag it. There you see the yellow tag. So let's start the turning. All right, let's take a look. So I ended up turning the bolt 1.5 turns. Okay, where were we at before? We said 37.5, right? Well, right now I'm looking at it and it's 39. I still have to drive it, pump the brakes a little bit, drive it a little bit, make sure it settles down, because the shocks right now are still kind of lifted. So once everything kind of falls in place, then I'll get the real number of how much it lifted. So far, I'm looking at about 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches is good, because it already looks level. Like, if you look at it, it looks level already. I wish you could see it, but I think I want to give it that extra half turn, because I feel like it is going to settle a little bit. But let's test it. Oh shit. And it doesn't rub anymore. So you know how the teeth were biting on the tire? Biting here from the fenders, because these tires are obviously a little too wide for this car. Because it rubbed when you went full turn. It doesn't do that anymore. So you could go full turn and it doesn't rub. Woo, he's gonna be happy about that. Okay, we're back in the shop. Let's see. Down to the floor. Oh shit. It dropped a good, I'm just eyeballing it. It dropped a good inch. So we're at about 38. That's just eyeballing it. So I'm gonna go up another turn. Okay, so we're gonna go a good turn and a half. I'm gonna go 2 full turns. So let's put it up in the air. I'm gonna go with the 3 full turns. Right now I'm at 1.5. So I'm gonna do 1.5 more. Cool. Then we'll take it out for a drive, measure it after that, because at that point I think it should be done. Homeboy's not picking it up till tomorrow, so it'll stay here overnight. Cool. All right. Bam! I went a full 3. So I went in total a full 3 turns, 3 turns and a quarter. Okay, 3 full turns and a little quarter, right? There's plenty of clearance. I don't think the tires are gonna rub anymore, and it actually goes up. It went up to about 38.5. 38.5, and being that yesterday, overnight, it actually went down. It actually went down a little bit further. I think it might still do that a little bit. So if it still goes down, let's say it goes down to 1/2 inch, which I think is a lot. It's still going to be at a good level, because the back is 38.5, while the front is about 38.5 right now. So let's say it goes down half an inch, it'll go down to 38, which is a good number between the two. And the way it looks right now, the way it sits, I think it sits perfectly. It sits really nice. Looks nice. Sits perfectly. I think this is the way Hummer should sit. Any off-road vehicle should sit this way. It should sit flat. I hate it when trucks come in and they're like this. I don't like that. So this thing's done. Good to go. Let's put it outside. That way you can see the end result. End result of the way it looks. The way it should look. Okay, let's go take a look. Here she is. Take a look. Let's see how it looks on this side. Yeah. Check that out. Check that out. Check that out. Ooh. That looks way better. That looks way better. I like this look way better. It doesn't have that slanted look here. Here's the before, here's the after. Here's the before, here's the after. 2 inches isn't a lot, but it does make a difference. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it does make a difference. Looks much better. I love it. So there you have it. Let's have this baby picked up. Today he's picking it up right after work, and good to go. All right. I like the way it turned out. It turned out really nice, and I like it. I enjoy working on Hummers. I'm a Hummer guy, so I love these things. So it was cool. It was exciting. I enjoyed it. I thank you for watching. Let's cut the video short right here. Go to the subscription. Go to the description down below. Anything purchased off the links down below helps me support the channel here. I appreciate you for that. And I appreciate you for that. Let's cut the video short here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Catch you on the next one. You know what the saying is. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. Let's get to work.